Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
In which I'm fairly predictable and my comfort options are set to low reward, high risk options. Interesting. Okay, could definitely use some fundamental advice on approaching the edge guard. Also tend to struggle in scrapping situation where Falcon starts drifting in with drop arrows around my space. Yeah, Falcon versus Peach is actually, it's one of those matchups that can look really easy or really hard. And one thing that Peach has the advantage of is Peach can combo Falcon pretty much off the stage, off a lot of just, you know, whether it be a down smash or a dash attack, especially dash attack. So dash attack is kind of Peach's bread and butter in this matchup. So let's go ahead and see what he does here and what he's struggling with.
Let's go, everybody.
Battlefield.
Battlefield. All right.
Vish, one of the few players who does not really care what color his Falcon is ever, or what color he is.
The color agnostic Falcons are really interesting. So many of them are so branded. Oh my god. All right. Vish doesn't exactly get that.
He'll get that.
Okay. Yeah, so the thing about this matchup is you really have to make your hits count, and it's something Armada does really well. So, something like this top platform grab here, if I can go back to it.
All right.
Wow.
Looking good.
He'll get that.
Exactly get that. All right.
So, yeah, something like that. So something you really have to flesh out. In this matchup, I don't want to say it's kind of autopilot, but these punishes have to get like 50 to 60% or something like that. It's one of the few matchups where you're going to get hit a lot as Peach, and you really have to rely on your DI to get out of stuff. So you have to realize that the better your DI, the better chance you have of winning the match, because eventually, just like through the War of Attrition and Peach being a little harder to kill than Falcon, especially when she's off the ledge. So yeah, just making the most out of these punishes is going to be really important. But, you know, it happens.
Vish doesn't exactly get that.
He'll get that.
All right.
Basic ass combo.
Wow.
Looking good.
20 seconds.
Yeah. Looking good in-game and out-of-game. Let's see what Wavebringer brings back.
Actually, Vish is a...
And this matchup changes a lot when you're stock down, because now Peach kind of has to do a little bit more of the chasing, and Peach isn't good at chasing. So,
amazing at this matchup. Vish beat
see
MacD
how-
in this matchup.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, he's really good.
Yeah. Vish is beating him.
he gets another
That
grab.
is for sure. It's always the state of, like, you know, where he is as far as practice and that kind of thing.
Lots of just nairs in place.
Okay, he kind of made a call as to which side he would drift at, right?
Right.
And Falcon's high and Peach isn't super mobile. It's a little bit hard for her to call it.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, he's going for the weak knee, like up air cover, but Wavebringer gets around it. Doesn't get a reversal,
No.
but still good.
Peach so slow off.
Okay, so like he took a lot of percent, but that's fine. Like, honestly, as Peach in this situation, what you're looking for is a good dash attack. That should be honestly what your entire neutral is going to be based around in this matchup, is to get a solid dash attack. So, yeah, being you know, down this much isn't that big of a deal, because if you get a solid dash attack on Falcon, you should be able to get a lot
The
of
ledge,
percent.
that actually was not the most dangerous thing for Vish.
I forgot how fast Vish is.
Oh, that was
That's pretty
interesting
sick.
from Wavebringer.
Oh, yeah.
got a
And
counter
again,
arrow.
Vish makes it super high.
Okay. Well, you know what happened there. That's not supposed to happen. He should be dead. Mr. Pretty Easy Edge.
And
right
tricks him. Gets that drift. Let's see what Vish can do.
Pair.
I feel like you're happy here if you're Falcon if she gets to ledge. And so that was pretty good by Wavebringer to not end up there.
Yeah. Will he get this? Yeah. Oh my god, Vish.
The emoting.
Vish exploded.
See, I don't like that chase there. I don't think you're going to get that much off chasing him off like a stray hit at like 12%. And you almost died for it. I would think basically, like I said before, is you have to kind of rely on your combo starters pretty hard in this matchup. And just hitting Falcon for the sake of hitting Falcon isn't generally isn't worth it. You want to make your hits count because it is so hard to hit Falcon. So, yeah.
Good DI from Wavebringer.
Yep.
Still pretty early, but Vish
Okay.
accelerated into the lead with that combo.
In the corner,
Vish
just
just
shield stab.
exploited that Peach is not good in the corner right there.
Yeah, because like what's she gonna do? Wave dash back to the ledge?
Yeah.
Her favorite place ever. She's got so many fun options off the ledge. Sarcasm. Big sarcasm. And Vish is dictating the pace of when you approach, which is one of the things that I think makes this matchup really hard for Peaches.
I haven't seen Wavebringer approach. I think he's been getting entirely percent off reversals and edge guards.
He's just been smothered by Vish's threats at all times.
Yep.
Okay, Vish goes for a soft.
I'm just gonna write some notes here. Your entire goal should be a good dash attack on Falcon. Patient, picky as possible to make that happen. So it's kind of the thing with with Marth against Spaceys is you look to get grabs. And this matchup, you can't just rely on beating Falcon in neutral all the time. So when you do get a hit, make sure it's good, make sure it's dash attack, and you have to play as patient, as picky as possible to make that happen. So sometimes what you'll see a lot, which is really good Peaches with Falcon, is they'll do a lot of either dash dance in the corner or run up, wave dash back, run up, wave dash back, just over and over again because basically if Peach times dash attack right, it will eat through everything Falcon has.
Soft cover there.
Knee actually a surprisingly good move on shield if you land it.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's got that little electric boost, right? Like he's actually positive. Like you need to just accept it. Okay.
Okay, I missed his jump back attack there.
I feel like right now they're still kind of playing pretty safe, but it's favoring Vish.
Yeah, for sure. It is very safe. You see not a lot of movement in general. They're sort of just...
Okay, so like Vish has been doing this back air a lot. This kind of run up, run away, run back air. Here, I'll show it to you again. He likes to do this, so.
Okay, Vish goes for a soft cover there.
And it kind of stops from Peach
surprisingly,
taking his space, going back
good
in the
move on
center.
shield if you land it.
It is ridiculous.
Knee actually a surprisingly good move on shield if actually a surprisingly move on shield good move on shield if you land it.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's got that little
Let's see
electric
if I
boost, right?
can
Like he's actually positive.
Pause at the exact
Like,
moment.
you need to just accept it.
Okay, there it is.
Okay.
There it is again, and there it is
right
again.
now they're still kind of playing pretty safe, but it's favoring Vish.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's been back airing
very
in
safe.
place a lot. Okay, so what I want to see when he misses back airs is I want you to try to take a slight amount of space with a hitbox every time he misses a back air, because if you know he's going to back air at a certain range, you're pretty free to take up space as soon as that's done. And the way you can do that is you can read that he's going to back air and do an aerial above his aerial, or you can like start your aerial immediately after his back air is done, because he's not really mixing up the timing a lot, right? So it's pretty obvious that he's going to do it as soon as he jumps.
If you see not a lot of movement in general.
Right there.
They're sort of just...
Right there. So he's been spamming that, and it looks like you haven't really adapted to that. So I'm going to go ahead and write comment here. So Vish has been spamming there in place. Need to recognize that he's committed to it. Yeah, that he's committed to the move. You can, like, with punishing that back air with dash attacks is extremely hard. That's why he's doing it. But that doesn't mean you have to completely respect the move. What you can do is just go slightly over the move and kind of pressure him as soon as he's done with that move. And that's kind of how you take space with Peach. Is you can either float slightly above his move as soon as he's done. You can take up space with the move because you know he's coming. Alright, so let me see here.
Either of them is trying a lot of movement in general. There's
Okay, so he whiffs it there and he starts running away. And you don't have any time to get to him.
sort of just
So, like, that was pretty obvious, right? Like, you weren't going to catch him from right here to there. What do I want to see? So, as soon as he misses,
movement in
as soon as he goes
general. They're sort of just
there, like, you know, all right, when he's at, right when he's here. So right when he's here and his back is towards you, you should already be thinking, okay, he's going to be landing somewhere in this range with back air. So this is bare, okay? Instead of trying to completely avoid it, so what you're doing is you're avoiding it completely. But what you could do is actually start a move here. You could start like a float right here, or like right in this area, and you're still like away from his back air. So as soon as you start a float in this area, he whiffs his back air, right, and then you can float slightly in and like take up that space with like a nair or a forward air or something, right? And the whole point of the Peach versus Falcon thing is you want to be within double jab range. Falcon has a really hard time, kind of like every other person he plays against, is to get out of shield at a certain distance, right? So as Peach, you want to be in that double jab range, or in that range where it's your nair beats his nair. So as soon as he starts his nair, you can nair him right out of it. So that's your whole goal. Because if you play this whole long game here where you completely avoid his attacks, he can dictate the pace way too much. Okay. So okay, so here is start your float. Out of bear range. And float forward. And take up space with fair or nair into jabs. The goal here is to crowd him as soon as his bear finishes. jabs or dash attack. So it's not like a hard punish, it's more like a soft punish where he's going to be committed to this back air right here. So what you can do is you can start committing to your move and slowly take up space because trying to hard punish this is like when he's already done and landed it's not going to work generally because Peach is just too slow. So you have to account for that.
In general, there's
See? So you missed back air. You try to punish him after he lands.
sort of just
Not going to get there in time.
once
Back
they
airs
reach
again.
a place,
Ooh.
neither of them is trying to see. They're just battling in that place. Now they're going to battle over.
So if you're not getting within double jab range, or dash attack range, before he can dash away, or well, he's going to dash away, dash attack most of the time, but you can still catch him when he jumps and dashes away. So if you're not going to get in that range before he's already finished his back air, you're not going to have a chance to catch him.
Here.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of evasive movement from either player, and that's because Vish is the one pressuring, and his character's the one more capable of evasive movement.
NMW said something to Duck on Reddit once, which is always my funniest sentence to start out with. But they were arguing about Falcon.
Oh, so you've missed like 3 edge guards so far, and that's exactly, as a Peach, that's how this matchup becomes a lot more easy, is if you just get basic edge guards. Unfortunately, I can't sugarcoat it, but you're basically just giving him way too many chances.
And Duck was arguing about how Samus has a hard time, and Nick's like, I just don't think your character's fast enough to be allowed to play melee. And sometimes I feel like you see that.
Sometimes with Peach, it feels that way too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that situation's pretty common, is you're in the corner and kind of Falcon does an aerial at you.
My God.
Oh,
Ronnie.
gee. Oh, no. Okay, good meteor cancel.
But let's see how you
But again, he's just being pressured.
deal with that.
Reversal.
Okay, you got him in jab range.
Okay, good stuff from.
Oof. See, a couple times you've already tried to like grab him out of like an aerial, and it hasn't worked because he hasn't stayed in shield. You have to give Falcon a reason to stay in shield. Generally, like grabbing right away is like a good mix-up, but you're not giving him a reason to stay in shield if you don't hit him out of shield, or dash attack him out of shield. So let's go back here.
Okay, good stuff from.
But again, he's just being pressured.
Okay, good roll. This is the spacing you want.
But again, he's
Okay, right there. Stuff Falcon range. So this is the double jab range slash stuff Falcon range that you want to be at as Peach with Peach. You want to make it extremely hard for him to jump in place when you're at this range. Generally, a lot of things will, because you said you were struggling with when he starts jumping around you, but he shouldn't be able to jump around you if you're in this range. You can also, like if he tries to nair in place here, you can just nair on reaction to pretty much anything he does. Or you can even dash attack if he tries to like drift back. So you're in control in this range, and as a Peach player, that's where you want to be against Falcon. And you have to be really patient here too, because like this is also a good range for down smash, but obviously Falcon's going to jump over it. So a couple things here, you have to trust how good your dash attack is even at close range, because it's just a rock paper scissors game. Like if he's gonna try to jump, then you have to punish him with kind of any move, right? And you just have to make it very hard for him to jump in this scenario. So, because that's what Falcon always like struggles with against most characters. He struggles with jumping out of shield against a lot of characters. Okay.
He's just being pressured. Reversal.
Okay, you avoid that,
Okay, good.
and you don't dash attack him for missing that stomp.
Okay, good. Good.
In fact, you haven't been dash attacking much at all, which is like what you need to do against Falcon. Sorry to keep harping on that point, but that's like a really, really important thing. You have to stomp Falcon, or you have to dash attack Falcon. Like, I know it's scary because you think he's gonna block the dash attack, but if you don't do it, then he has like it's such a big reward for Peach, you know?
Okay. Good.
Yeah, it looks like you messed up your grab, but I saw you do this before, like last stock, is you try to grab him. You need to dash attack until he punishes you. As like simple as that sounds, you just have to keep dash attacking because you can beat a lot of Falcons just by dash attacking because they always want to jump or they always want to stick out a move. You know, Falcons don't want to block. You know, they don't want to shield. It's not where they want to be. So you have to kind of recognize that, and there's so much you can get off dash attack with Peach. So just do that. You need to dash attack until he punishes you. Block. Grabbing. Is a result of fear that you have. Fear of dash attack. Can I turn the lights here? It's a little dark. Trying to make this entertaining, you know, but you know, I'm not gonna. I don't really stream, so I'm just trying to do my best here. But hopefully this is helpful.
Good stuff from Wavebringer to run out there.
Wavebringer with the double roll away. He's in trouble right now. That's going to be the game.
Very bad DI on that back here too.
Yeah. So it was a 2-stock game, but you missed like 3 edge guards, and yeah, you just took a lot of unnecessary percent. You never got into that whole range. I don't think you hit a dash attack once in that matchup, and the worst thing about it is not that you didn't hit a dash attack, but it looks like you didn't even try to dash attack. So that's something we really have to fix, and like, yeah. And the thing is like, you play Peach, and Peach is a very slow character, so you have to realize that there's a certain amount of risk involved in dash attacking, but the payoff needs to be worth it, you know. So
yeah, Wavebringer not looking his
I mean,
best.
that's your combo
right
starter.
Now, but
That's
Vish is looking great.
Vish
everything
is
against
looking
Falcon.
great. Vish just looks
It stuffs
comfortable.
all of his
He knows
aerials.
this matchup.
So
He's gonna
once you have that dash attack
do
out,
his
you
thing.
can
He's
just kind of do
gonna
it on
there
reaction
place him.
too.
He's
It's
gonna
just
up air Peach a bunch.
Yeah,
he's not
that's
gonna be able to
work
do
out.
anything
And we're
against
going to go to a bigger stage. Give Wavebringer some breathing room.
Okay.
Maybe a lot of these combos won't kill in the same way. And Peach,
Hold on a second. Let's see what you
maybe
did.
a lot of these combos won't kill in the
Kinda
same
just
way.
float at
Some
him?
breathing room. Maybe a lot of these combos.
Yeah, so I don't
Breathing
get what
room.
this floats for.
Maybe-
You just floated at him. Like
Maybe a lot of these combos won't kill.
you could have just landed and dash attacked, but you know.
Kill in the
Alright.
same way, and
That's
Peach
alright.
will just kind of stick around. Oh, Vish is just waiting.
So good. Oh my god.
Yeah, so it looks like this is what you said you struggled at.
Good.
Was
Oh my
this
god.
range where Fish is kind of
Fish is just
dancing
waiting.
around you. Like the dash attack, I get it. Just kind of panicked there.
So good. Oh.
Just waiting.
So good. Oh my god.
What is Wavebringer going to do to get out of the corner like that?
It's terrifying. He still hasn't broken and started rolling.
Right. But we're
But-
starting to see that a little bit last game.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's all over. Okay,
Okay.
we got a baby chain grab for a little bit, and okay.
Very ambiguous from Vish.
Okay, we got dash attacks now,
Ooh,
which is
so
great.
the choice was, I guess, up air,
Alright, this is
straight
much better
air,
than
or
last
reverse
game,
back air, right?
and there we go.
Oh,
A lot of
and
percent, you
that's
got him
not-
off stage.
It's the wrong game.
Let's see how you play
Maybe
with
he
the
thought the
lead.
turnip was coming. Maybe.
he
Yeah, that would've-
shrugged after that. He definitely just screwed
Yeah.
up.
Nice.
Tech chase from Wavebringer. He's
There
going to
we
get
go.
a re-grab maybe. Oh!
So
Got some more
Wavebringer
percent.
really just winning these scuffles a bit more now with these down.
Okay, I really like what you did there.
Scuffles a bit more now with these down smashes, and that's been the turning point so far. Is there's just winning these scuffles a bit more now with these downs. He
That would've-
shrugged after that. He definitely just screwed up.
Okay. Tech chase from Wavebringer. He's
There
going to
we
get
go.
a re-grab maybe. Oh!
So Wavebringer
Okay, so he like nairs in place, but this is, and then you kind of do a nair as soon as after his do your own nair as soon as after his nair's done, because you knew that nair wasn't gonna hit, so you kind of like started your own move immediately after that, and that's kind of what I wanted you to do against those back airs earlier. Basically, if he's not gonna full commit with an aerial, you can kind of read that.
really just winning these scuffles a bit more now with these down smashes, and that's been the turning point so far. Is there's he's winning the scuffles.
Yeah. So now it's on. The impetus is on.
Nice, good patience there. Missed, and you missed a dash attack, but you know, not the end of the world.
Vish to a
But you sidestepped. Hold on.
impetus is on Vish to approach when Wavebringer's just kind of sitting there.
Yep, there's the air dodge we
Nice,
talked
good
about. Vish
job.
didn't read it this time, but now it should be in his mind.
I feel like you always have to make sure the Peach can do it. It's in a lot of cases 1 frame, 2 frame, something like that, right?
Yep.
Like they've got to earn your respect on it. Let's see what we got. Okay.
Oh, Vish sneaks in, and now a huge opening.
If that Nair connected, my God, that would have been a pretty combo. Stitch face, he wants to kill him before that happens.
Yep.
Now Vish is gonna have to deal with that thing. Oh, and he drops.
Oh, he's
no!
gonna get it.
He actually had a tech
That's
face
super
there if he was
unfortunate.
faster. That would have been nuts. Okay, and now Vish is gonna. Oh my God.
Yeah,
He thinks about it.
All right,
he
you're
got
still in a good
little
position
thought in
here.
between, but just that one stitch throw.
Good roll out of the
Really
corner.
beneficial.
So some characters dash attack will cancel.
Nice. Kind of
Peach's
stuff him on the
dash
way
attack.
in.
Yeah.
And because it's a lower percent.
And he just kind of got the knee out before you got your back air out. But in this situation, I don't think you're really playing like you have a lead. Like 126 is actually like a pretty solid lead unless he hits you with the knee. So I don't feel like you're really okay with blocking in neutral.
Peach is down smash.
You're always trying to like either hit him or get some kind of attack there. So in these situations, he's like it's totally okay to block because you hit him with the back air there, but
Really beneficial.
So some characters dash attack will
it's
cancel.
like you hit him there, right? So now he's probably going to be a little privy to that.
Peach is down smash.
Yeah, okay. In general, I just don't think you block enough in neutral. Like if you block a knee, what's the worst he can do to you at 126 if you block the knee? If he grabs you, he can't down throw a knee you, right? It's usually Falcons don't like knee into grab on shield, and if he gentlemans, you can just D either way. So at high percent, I really want you to kind of evaluate Falcon's threats. You know, is getting hit the worst thing ever? Probably with a knee, yeah, but anything else, and no. And you can kind of just use your shield to kind of mitigate like the more like a knee because it's like a big threat. So let me put this down here. Need to block in neutral. Like you can block out of a dash dance, you can block out of a wave dash back, and you can even if Falcon slightly misspaces on shield, you can kind of like sneak out aerials and stuff like that too. So, and even if you do block a Falcon aerial on shield and he gentlemans, that's fine. He's not going to kill you with the gentleman. You can DI that away. He's not going to be able to combo. So you really have to use your percent as a weapon here because the only way he can kill you at 126 is pretty much a knee or like a solid hit. So shielding is totally fine. Also, power shielding Falcon aerials are like really, really good too. And I think your neutral is dependent on good timing when you need to. Right, and getting value out of your stocks. Support you. Shielding aerials is totally fine. Because DI everything well and fully. Because you can DI gentlemen, grabs. So I want to see more dash dance and wave dash back in neutral to set up dash attack, or just getting out of the corner. Because you can play the whole like my aerial versus your aerial game against Falcon, but eventually you're just going to lose and get kneed. So your movement here, we all know Peach can't really approach, right, that well. So your movement in this corner should be just to make a miss space, or so you can get a dash tag out, or you can kind of reset in the corner neutral. Like, it's totally okay to block this, to block against Falcon in neutral.
Dash attack will cancel Peach's down smash.
Yeah.
And because it's a
Like, you hit him with the back area before earlier in that stock, but it's totally fine just to block and get out of there, you know? And what I want you to practice the most right now is kind of resetting situations against Falcon. Like, if you can't get like something clean and neutral, just kind of either block, reset, or you know, try to make a miss space so you can get a dash tech. Just focus your neutral on getting dash tech spacing.
the lower percent move, the character that cancels it with the lower percent, they're actionable first.
Yes.
So I've seen some weird stuff where like Falcons will dash attack it maybe, or Foxes will dash attack it and
then
grab.
they can grab.
Yeah.
Totally.
Which is very cursed. Very, very cursed.
Okay.
Wavebringer looking a lot more solid this game. He's just managed
No
to
need
put
to chase.
percent together a lot better.
Okay, you're doing the aerial thing.
Zoning a little bit better, but even
You know, yeah. So he's capable of adapting to your back airs in neutral. And that's something you really have to take note of.
very cursed. Very,
Like,
very
he got
cursed.
hit there.
Wavebringer looking a lot more solid this game. He's just managed
Does a really
to
nice
put
high
the
nair.
percent together a lot better.
You back air again, because I don't know why you're autopiloting or something. You expect him to just run into it.
Zoning a little bit better, but even the fadeaway bear, not enough to keep Vish out right now.
Yeah. He'll take that trade any day.
Okay, you block, which is fine.
Misses
You're out.
Gentleman, but
You just
still
DI
gets
the
that
gentleman.
pressure
It's fine. You have
on the
percent to
shield in the
give.
corner.
Oh!
It's kind of a solid rid there.
Sniped him right out of the air.
Yeah. Yeah, and all of a sudden Vish is in the lead again.
Looking solid. Looking good. Looking like he's going to coast to round 2 pools, maybe. But let's see what Wavebringer.
There it is. You try to go for a grab, cheeky grab behind shield. When, you know, you need to pressure Falcon. You need to pressure Falcon until he wants to stay in his shield. No, I'll probably put that down again. So right there, I would love to see some like turnaround jabs or like another era back air or, yeah, whatever. Going for like the grab is nice because you get to start a combo, but placing like the fear of dash attack should get you those grabs, like I said earlier. So you need to just dash attack more, because you can dash attack almost all of his stuff on reaction. You should never fear getting shield grabbed. It's just gonna happen. At the expense of never dash attacking.
But let's see what Wavebringer has to say about it.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
that's too.
That DI was fucking terrible.
That was. Oh my god.
I mean, he could float, so I'm
He
not
can-
going to say it was like atrocious, but
He almost
died
from
at
that.
30 from a knee.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
There-
why you up through there.
That was
Why not
pretty
just get
bad.
him off the stage? He's like at 100
And there's
something.
from a knee.
That was. Oh my. Right. That was.
Maybe Peach's back
Oh my
throw's
God.
not
I
that
mean, he could
great,
float, so I'm
but
not going to say it was like atrocious, but
He almost. He almost.
get him off the stage and get like a cheeky.
almost died
from
at
that.
30 from a knee.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah. And there's the Dreamland Curse. So much of the stage that Vish has to DI with. Vish patiently waiting, seeing how he's going to get back off the ledge. He's got him a little bit cornered, but he's just ready to swing back in.
Oh, and this is tough now for Peach.
Oh, yeah.
This is where the stage actually.
No.
The stage is actually coming into Falcon's favor right now too, because it's just there's so much more room. Hard to get him off stage.
Okay, see, you blocked an aerial and you got to grab off it. Like, it's totally okay to block. You can't give him that much respect, you know? Let's say if you missed the grab, you probably would have got gentlemaned and just got knocked off the stage or whatever, right? That's the thing with Peach, is you kind of have to make some, like, it's kind of high risk, but at the same time it's not, because that's kind of what she needs as a character. She's slow, right? If she had great stuff, you know, all the time out of shield, she wouldn't be that high risk. But yeah, you can get grabs on Falcon. You can. He's not going to space well every time around your shield. He a gentleman and live. Also, wave dash out of shield is super crucial in this matchup. Like, you can wave dash out of shield into dash attack. You can wave dash out of shield into down smash. You can wave dash out a shield into jabs. There's a lot of stuff Peach can do, you know, out of the wave dash out of shield. So you really need to get comfortable in your shield against Falcon, because if he's not going to be able, if he's not raw grabbing you or anything like that, like, you really have to punish the fact that you're really hard to get into, you know. Yeah, just wave dash out of shield is crucial. So generally practice shielding against Falcon, getting in, getting out really quick, and I think you're crucial. So abilities. Back into dash attack. And see, the nice thing about dash attack also in neutral, if you do get hit, chances are it's either going to trade or you know, you can hold down during the dash attack too.
This, well,
Once again, a back throw? Or where's the back throw? Why are you up throwing? Yeesh.
oh
Vish
no.
is kind of trying to stop.
Yeah.
Gets
Yeah, so I would say you definitely need to, like, just get a lot more comfortable against Falcon. Like, it doesn't really seem like you have a solid game plan, and against Falcon you really have to abuse some shit over and over again. Like, unfortunately, that's how a lot of the matchup is. You have to abuse. If you get an opening with dash attack, get a lot of percent, get him off stage and kill him. Like, it's just really simple. And like, looking to play really complex neutral with Falcon is just not the answer in general. So let's say you okay, here's the nice thing about Peach is Peach takes percent really well. So let's say you miss like 6 dash attacks in a match, right? Or let's say you miss 3 dash attacks in one stock. What's kind of like the percentage is you missing 3 dash attacks in a match is going to get you killed compared to I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, compared to missing another move, because like, your Peach as a character is built to take percent, so you going for those dash attacks, it's just so big against Falcon, because it allows you, it gives you a higher chance of actually just 0 to deathing Falcon really easily, you know. The chances are of you killing him eventually off dash attack is going to be way high than the chances of him killing you of you missing your dash attacks. So that's kind of how that matchup works, you know, is that you take percent, you DI well, and you're going to get your combo starter. I mean, how many times have we seen Armada, you know, he's down 80% or something like that, and he gets a dash attack and he cleans up the stock, right? I mean, because he knows what option you need to do against Peach, against Falcon to really, you know, win the matchup. So let's see what else he said. Generally, on the edge guards, all you have to do is, at least what I've seen Azusa do it, is you just down air at the ledge over and over again, and you nair. Or you wait for them to land on the platform and you jump in nair. But yeah, it's just really simple. You just down air until, you know, you can nair. But if he does recover high, you know, throwing a turn up, throwing it up is not a bad idea. That's what I've seen. I'm not exactly sure on like the intricacies of the Falcon Peach edge guards, but just I think you just missed some really basic ones. Like, you could have just waited for him to land and just hit him, because it's not that tricky. Because what you can do is you can hold a turn up, right, and if he drifts away, you can throw a turn up at him, and if he comes in, you can just float in air, you know. Okay, and honestly, there weren't that many scrapping situations, at least in that match, where he was drifting around you and short hopping with aerials. But in that situation happens, you gotta, you have to trust your dash attack, because if he's fading away when he's scrapping, your dash attack immediately gets that. But as a Peach, it's really kind of, it's weird to dash attack like at somebody when they're so close to you. But if you know he's gonna fade back or just jump in general, you have to you have to commit sometimes, and do the dash attack. So basically, the simplest way I could say it is you need to play rock paper scissors against Falcon more. So you need to trust dash attack versus jump. Dash attack will pretty much almost win. Work on doing it on reaction. If you don't have this correct spacing for dash attack, you need to recognize that immediately in neutral. If you're doing the whole neutral dance and you realize okay, he's a little close to me, or he's full jumping in this situation, so I don't have enough, I can't get the dash attack out, you need to recognize that immediately. And then just adjust from there, because as soon as you have a goal in the matchup, I need to hit my dash attack, then you realize, okay, dash attack's not going to work here, it's not going to work here, it's not going to work here. Okay, now he's looking for my dash attack, so maybe I can just run up now or something, So I'll just give him 3 things. 3 major points. Abuse dash attack in neutral. 2. It's okay to block versus Falcon, especially when I have percent, because he's not going to be able to kill you anyway. He's not going to be able to kill you off a gentleman if you try to shield grab. He could do a cool baity knee, but that doesn't happen that often. You can wave dash out a shield, etc. So it's okay to be against Falcon. You are a lot safer than you think. So this kind of relieves the pressure off of neutral here. If you're okay with blocking against Falcon, you don't have to win every neutral exchange, because you're okay with blocking some, So wave dash out a shield is huge. There's a lot of options you could do. One of the biggest options is wave dash out a shield to jab, because it's a really low committal thing with Peach. And the nice thing about wave dashing with Peach is you can kind of hold down during it, and you can down smash during scuffles and stuff like that. You can hold down while you do it, which is always good. And 3. And 3 is get in double jab range, or I don't know how to explain it. That range where if he throws out a nair, you can nair and it will beat him as soon as he throws it out. Or where your nair beats his on reaction. So those are kind of the 3 things I would recommend to Wavebringer. And Wavebringer is a great player. So I mean, he'll pick this up immediately. It's just kind of scary as Peach when you're playing against Falcon and he's kind of jumping on him and stuff. Oh, hey.